young, and he's getting to the age where they passed away, and he had a sense of time in the sense that he thought in his head that he was lucky. He was living on borrowed time in a sense, and he wasn't sure how much time he would have left, although he's a very physically fit guy and shows no sign of slowing down. But I mean, you do get the sense, and we all got the sense from covering this every day for the last 2 years, that Paul Ryan did get sick of Donald Trump. And there were several episodes throughout the last 2 years where Paul Ryan got in massive blow-up arguments behind the scenes with the president over immigration law, over spending, over just his behavior. There's an episode where...
Got original 1953 Chevrolet. These they put these in the 53 Chevy cars, and we've got this one here, and the guy's gonna do a lot of stuff to the car, aftermarket air and everything. So this radio, when we got it, they're big. I've got 2 or 3 of them here. They're massive radios. We cut it, we took it all the way down, rebuilt a new case for it, and we shortened it up and thinned it up. Kept everything original on the front. He did provide a new glass, which I like that, it looks good. Polished all the push buttons and the chrome and the knobs. And we've done a full Aurora Design conversion on it. Make sure I don't have a glare. And now it's got AM FM stereo. It's got 4 channels out, 45 watts a channel. It does have a pre-out on it if you want to add a sub. And believe me, it does help. And we've got everything back up and running. It's pretty cool. Auxiliary in, which is automatic. I'll be demonstrating that. This is your harness you'll be getting. You plug everything into the marked on the back of the radio. Auxiliary in right here. With a plug, you can plug anything into it. Satellite radio, XM, CD changers, your phone, whatever you want to. And then below here it has a USB port. This will charge your phone, your devices, play a thumb drive, which you'll get with this video on it, and some music. And you plug it in, go straight to it. That is push button operated. I'll demonstrate that. The push button operates the USB and the Bluetooth, because it has Bluetooth, hand-free phone calls, streaming your music, voice command, voice assistance. The radio has scanning. It will scan a station for you. It has voice ID. It's fully loaded. And we're going to demonstrate it. First thing we're going to do is a lot of people get these radios have never really fooled with them. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you. We got all the push buttons working like it should.
Still charged.
And the way you set the push buttons, a lot of people know if you try to pull that, I had one guy comment on it. He said, man, I can't get the push button out. So on this type here, all you gotta do is push the push button towards the driver. Slide it over and out. Then you can set it. Let's find the channel we're gonna set it to.
Hi. The takeover's real. Yeah, we would just play commercials and that.
There we go. That's how you do them. You just slide them over and pull them out. Got them all on, get my prints all over it. Alright, if you want to go to AM radio, you just simply turn the unit off and right back on. That's 650 here in Nashville. It's AM radio. Off and right back takes you right back to FM stereo. Now you have an operating LED back in here on this corner and a stereo over in this corner. You have to spread the LEDs out because of the way of the tuning dial. It goes up and over that piece of metal and it's real close. So we couldn't get them down in here where I usually like them, but we've got them in there. So you should be able to spot them. So we got all that going, AM, FM and all that. Now this radio is set up with a toner switch. Every one of them comes in here has got a toner switch. Sometimes if I've got the right equipment I can change it out, but it didn't today. Toner switch, easy to work on these. This is how Aurora Design works. We're going to make the volume knob become our treble and bass and our balance and fader. And the way you do is you take this toner switch right now, we're back counterclockwise as far as it goes. So we have off and on in volume. Now all we're going to do is we're going to flip it all the way down clockwise. Alright, now this is my toner. Treble, bass, Alright, if I set up my treble where I want it, flip it all the way back,
Volume hold.
she'll hold it. All I do is turn it down and regain my volume. Alright, we're going to do treble, we're going to do fader and balance. We're going to turn it up where we're in here, flip the switch, treble, bass. We're going to go back about a quarter of an inch. We're going to go into fader first. If you hook up enough speakers, you'll have fader and balance built in this. We're going to go clockwise twice and go into fader mode. 1, 2.
Fader adjust.
There's my rear, fronts. As long as you're moving this, it'll stay in that mode. We're going to balance it out where I like it.
And we lay before the God.
Right there, we're going to let her set it.
Fader set.
Alright, now we're going to go into balance by going counterclockwise. 1, 2.
Balance adjust.
Right side. Left side. Let's balance it out. Alright, let her set it.
Balance set.
Now we're going to set our treble and bass. And we're going to flip our switch all the way back.
Volume hold.
She's going to hold the volume. We're going to take it down and right back up. Now we got all our speakers set up and our treble and everything set up the way we want it. So all we got to do now is worry about off and on and volume. If you ever want to change it, just take that all the way down clockwise. You'll go into and use this knob here. That's how a toner switch works. Alright, we've gone through that. I'm going to show you how to scan stations. This thing will scan stations for you on AM and FM, and it has voice ID, which is real cool. What we're going to do, we're going to take the tuning knob, we're going to turn it up twice, the needle up twice, and she's going to come on and say in the scanning mode.
Scanning for stations.
And our podcasts, like
Now it's going to start scanning stations without the needle moving. I like the light in them. I think they're
Slithering
cool.
reptile. But what is a fiery flying?
We're going to let it keep scanning. I'm going to show you how to lock on a station. I'm going to show you how to even find it if you want to do a preset on it. We're going to let it go a few stations.
Mom, Dad, what's sex? Giving your kids a gospel-centered view of sex and
Oh,
our
Lord,
culture.
that's what I need to hear.
You can order it from us online at
All right, say we like that station there. All we're going to do is take a tuning knob and turn it up.
Station hold.
Station hold. Now, right after she says that, if you want to know where it's at, just start turning it. And it'll show up. Pull out a preset, and you got it. You got it labeled. That's how your scanning works. It will do that on AM and FM. Another cool feature is you got an AM radio, brand new dial. It's pretty, looks good. But you're on FM. Huh? You'd like to know what station that is? I would. Take that volume knob and turn it up 3 times.
FM 89.5.
That's called Voice ID. It'll tell you the station you're on AM and FM. It's pretty cool, ain't it? Alright. Now we're going to do auxiliary in. We're going to plug in a little device and you can put anything on them, CD changers, satellite radio, whatever. Bring your little device up, plug it in, and all you gotta do is hit play.
You don't care.
Anytime you're gonna notice the little light's gone to green over here, that means you're on auxiliary in. Anytime you get ready to go back, whatever device you got on, just simply turn it off. And in 20 seconds, the radio will go back to doing what you had it doing. It'll go back to FM where we had it left. If you want to shorten that 20 seconds, during that time, just turn it off and back on. It remembers, just like you're cycling from AM to FM. We're gonna let it automatically change over. And it should be getting close. There it is, automatically changed back. Alright, that's how your auxiliary in works. The video, the reason why I put it on this thumb drive here, in case you want to drag it off and put it on your computer, because these radios do so much now till you get used to working it, you might want to go back and say, oh, that's how that works, even though you get full instructions. All right, we're going to pair our phone up and make sure we're on Bluetooth. And we're going to take this push button. You're going to do the initial pair up on your phone. It'll take multiple devices. It'll always pick number one. So if you're the primary driver, that's the one you want to do. I wish I'd quit getting my smudges on there. That's what you want to do. So we're going to pair it up. We're going to let her help us. We're going to hold this button down.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
Showed up on my phone. All we got to do is tap on it, and she'll tell us when it's done.
Pairing completed. Bluetooth connected.
Alright, we're connected up. We're going to do a voice command. You get two mics. One is extendable, you can get it closer to you in case it's convertible or you got them loud mufflers on there. A lot of guys like to hear the muffler. And you also have one built right behind this push button right here, which I found them to be very good if you're in a quiet car. We're going to do a voice command. Now this push button is lit up now because we're connected. And every time you get in the car after you do this and turn the radio on, she'll come on there and say Bluetooth connected. Now this push button will work also with these knobs here, and we'll demonstrate it. Let's do a voice command. Let's go to music. Play music. Going to music on my phone. Now if we want to advance our songs, all we got to do is press this once, twice to back up or repeat. Or we can do it with the tuning knob now. Turn it up. Turn it up. You can also do it with the push buttons. Back.
When your legs don't work.
So you got multiple ways of working this, and this will also do this on the USB. I'm going to demonstrate for you. Now, this push button will do with this, all right? This one here, volume knob, say we want to summons our phone up like we did play music, but we don't want to use this. Take your volume knob and turn it up twice.
The words we spoke.
Stop music. Put it in pause, right back to radio.
When you call 888-93.
That's how that works. Now every time a phone call comes in, you can press this once to answer the call, or turn your tuning knob up once, or press the push button up once. When your call is done, let it hang up on its own. It'll go back to doing whatever you had it doing, or you can end the call by pushing this twice or turning the tuning knob back down. That's how your Bluetooth and everything works. Now we're going to make sure that she finds my phone. We're going to turn it off and wait just a minute. That's another test we have to do. And I'm going to get all my smudges off here before I leave it. Anyhow, when we turn it on, now that we've done the initial pair up.
Bluetooth connected.
Alright, we found the phone. It's already on there. That's cool. Now we're going to do the USB, and a lot of people hide these. They ain't no need of it sticking out there because you can operate it here and here. But the only time you got to take this out if you want to charge the phone or change the thumb drive. Excuse me. In the manual, it will show you how to build files or even build another thumb drive. I have some people that put whole albums on different thumb drives. But once you plug it in, it's going to go straight to it. Same way of operating it as your phone. Press it once, advance. Twice to back up or repeat. Or I can do it here. I can advance. I can back up. I can back up even further. Now, if you want to go to pause, say you got this thing hid, you got two ways of doing it. You can hold this down 1 second. Put this in pause, go right back to radio. cycle back around, we'll come right back to radio.
You sir.
Alright, back on radio.
Celebrating the finished work of our
Want to go back to the thumb drive, you can press this down 1 second, back to the thumb drive. Depends on how long you're down, whether it goes back to the same song or not, because, you know, kind of computer thing. Now you can also take the volume knob and go back. You can put it in pause by, we went up for the Bluetooth, let's go down. 1, 2, put it in pause, right back to radio. I can bring it up the same way.
I suggested. Computers Wednesday.
1, 2, right back to the thumb drive. Pretty neat.
Volume hold.
These radios do not require 12 volt consistent, no memory, no batteries, no nothing you have to change. So if you have a disconnect on your classic car or you store it for the winter, when you put juice back to it, this radio goes right back to doing what we had it doing. We brought the original bulb in for the light, and it's mounted right here and run down to the switch. Although you do have a light switch in your harness, run it to the dash light, so this light will dim with your dash lights. If you turn your dash lights off, there's no need of this bulb running during the daytime. This light won't be on. At night, when you turn your dash lights on, you'll have the light and the radio. 1953 Chevy car radio. I appreciate you letting me do it for you. Thank you.